You already know what time it is. Time for another episode of TSTT. And we're diving into some more college basketball action. In fact, we're going to see the same two teams that we saw in the last episode, Kansas and Houston, play each other again. We're headed to the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City to watch not one, not two, but 3 games. So be prepared for a longer episode. And in addition to the Jayhawks and Cougars, we'll be seeing the Arizona Wildcats take on the Iowa State Cyclones. And the winners of the Iowa State-Arizona game and the Kansas-Houston game will face each other in the title game. And you know, we're going to be vlogging that too. As normal, the pregame monologue is through VO on this one. So, you know the drill. Grab a popcorn, grab a beer, sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, we're going inside. We're going to experience the college basketball experience. Let's get into it.
What's up? This is the College Basketball Experience and National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm Clark Kellogg of CBS Sports. Experience the game, explore the history, and expand
Oh yeah.
This is pretty kick-ass.
Aiden, what are we thinking?
I think this is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Connor?
Just trying it, you know.
Guys, we want to keep in mind
Circle.
what we really want to do here today. I want to make sure that your will was up at a high level. That's what I want to be able to say. That's what I want to be able to say. Here we go. Here we go. What you know? It's our show. Let's go.
Welcome back for another episode of TSTNT. This is our first episode at a neutral site event since episode 2 at the College World Series. I could not be more excited to bring this premier college basketball event to you, showing off my experience at the tournament of arguably the best conference in college basketball. Without further ado, let's get into the monologue. The T-Mobile Center is an interesting case because it's an arena without a tenant. Save for a brief few years with an arena football team called the Kansas City Command in the late 2000s and early 2010s, this building for all of its existence has never had a college or professional sports team call the place their home. If you don't include the Command to the date, the Big 12 basketball tournament is the closest thing this arena has ever had to a tenant. The place first hosted the Big 12 men's basketball tournament in 2008 and has hosted it every year since 2010. Since 2024, it's also hosted the Big 12 women's basketball tournament as well. In addition to hosting the Big 12 tournaments every year, it has hosted the NCAA tournament multiple times. The first 2 rounds of the men's tournament in 2009 and 2013, and the Midwest Regional in 2017, 2019, 2023, and will do so once again in 2027. It's also hosted the NCAA women's basketball tournament, having hosted a regional in 2010 and 2018. It's regularly hosted even more college basketball games in the regular season, from the annual Hall of Fame Classic to numerous games that feature nearby schools like Kansas, Kansas State, and Missouri. The NCAA Volleyball Final Four has also been here multiple times in 2010, 2017, and 2025. But back to the lack of a tenant, a major reason this place was built was to attract the NBA or the NHL to Kansas City. Both leagues have been to Kansas City before, but the NHL scouts were a massive 2-year failure, and the NBA's Kansas City Kings lasted just 13 years from 1972 to 85 when they relocated to where they are now in Sacramento. Both of those franchises played at Kemper Arena, which was the main sports and entertainment arena in the city before the T-Mobile Center was built. That arena was built in 1974, and it had its share of great events, such as hosting the men's Final Four in 1988 and the women's Final Four a decade later in 1998, and it even got into politics in 1976 when it hosted the Republican National Convention. But by the 2000s, it had become highly outdated. A big reason why the Kings left was because the arena wasn't up to modern standards only a decade into its existence, so you could say it was outdated long before the 2000s. The NCAA tournament stopped coming here, even though it was in Kansas City very often because the NCAA was based here. Well, that was the case until 1999 when they moved to where they are today in Indianapolis. Even the Big 8 and then Big 12 tournament, which had been played here for a long time, left the city because Kemper Arena was falling behind in the arena game. A lack of modern amenities like luxury suites and premium seating, and its questionable location away from downtown with not a lot to do nearby were major factors in its downfall. Here's something that's really wacky. Birds would fly around the ceiling during games. Yeah, it was that bad. The place, needless to say, was a dump. Not only were major sporting events no longer coming, but Kansas City was also missing out on concerts and other events to other markets that had better and more modern arenas. So in order for Kansas City to get those events back and be competitive in the fight for concerts and maybe even win back the NBA or NHL, a new arena had to be built. In August of 2004, Kansas City held a vote on building a new arena and funding it with taxes on motels, hotels, and car rentals. The classic make visitors foot the bill play, and the voters approved. Groundbreaking took place in the summer of 2005, and the Sprint Center, now T-Mobile Center, opened its doors in 2007. An arena with all the modern bells and whistles that were missing at Kemper Arena, and in a prime downtown location next to the bustling Power and Light District, which houses many bars, restaurants, and shops. So the arena has been around for just about 2 decades, and the NBA or the NHL, they've got to be back here, right? Nope. There have been numerous preseason NBA and NHL games played here, but still no permanent presence from either league here as of 2026. However, despite the lack of an NBA, NHL, or any tenant for that matter, this arena has remained very busy and profitable. When no tenant occupies your building, you've got a lot of open dates for concerts, for family shows, conventions, you name it. Per Polestar magazine, the T-Mobile Center has been recognized as one of America's busiest arenas. And when you're busy, you'll generate big bucks for your city, as it's generated over $1 billion in economic impact for the Kansas City area since it opened. Maybe this arena doesn't really need either league. In fact, you could make the argument it's better off without them. As for Kemper Arena, that place has received new life. In the late 2010s, the building was converted into the country's first multi-level and multifunctional youth sports fieldhouse that hosts basketball, volleyball, pickleball, and more. It also has the Midwest's largest indoor track. Renamed Hy-Vee Arena, it goes to show that not every replaced building has to be torn down. A little imagination and ingenuity can go a long way to keeping a building on its feet. If you're from Kansas City, feel free to sound off in the comments. Do you believe this building, and really this whole city, is better off without the NBA and/or the NHL? I would love to hear what you have to say. So comment away. Basketball Sports Center. Today we have the underdog Morehead State versus Louisville. First round clash of the 2011 NCAA tournament. Down by 2, Devontae Harper crosses over and shoots from downtown. Nothing but nylon, in the words of T. Scott Barr. Well, with that, Louisville can't win with a 3 at the other end, but Mike Carroll is rejected. Morehead State moves on to the second round for a remarkable victory here in Stores. What do we think about that, Tom? Oh, that's incredible. What a win for the Eagles over their in-state rival. Where is Morehead? Kentucky. Okay, I'll take your word. Look at this place. It's a damn bowl. The T-Mobile Center. Can't really see the sign there, but what an incredible atmosphere we have here. Time to go inside. There we go.
Really big.
Second place.
And you can come in here, not only charge, but sanitize your phone. Isn't this neat? This is pretty cool at the T-Mobile Center. Let's get on with the concourse tour. Man, all that walking can make me thirsty. So, I got me here a Magenta Rita, a T-Mobile Center classic drink. Let's give it a shot. Rich taste. Instantly cools down the throat. Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Good call, B.
All right, let's give these Jose Peppers loaded nachos a shot. The queso looks really interesting. Let's do it.
Improves lives worldwide. As a leading geology research organization, we do more than just study rocks. My team's world-class data helps farmers operate more efficiently so that they can save money and water. We take to the skies to reveal underground.
Okay, the queso, it tastes good, but it's really sticky. Try it again.
Every day, KU breakthroughs create a stronger, safer world for you.
Momentum is what launches us forward, develops life-saving vaccines, and helps children.
One more time.
gain mobility. Momentum is Pulitzer Prize winners, championship contenders, and building a new medical school from the ground up. Momentum is more than just moving forward. It's
Now let's
being
try it
unstoppable.
with the salsa.
Can't stop.
Score more this season with the Big 12 Conference Venmo Gift Card. Earn up to 5% cash back for your favorite brands when you level up with Venmo Cash, the new rewards program. Always on cash back, exclusive rewards.
Tastes good. A little spicy. That's okay. One more time.
Big 12 fans don't miss Inside the 12, the conference's new studio.
Not bad.
Hosted by Beach
Pretty good. Overall grade, I'll give it a not rank. 8 out of 10.
Streaming on YouTube. 3 points for Kingston Fleming.
It's just been that kind of night. Wow.
That's the end of the ball game. The final score: Houston 69, Kansas 47. The Cougars advance to tomorrow's championship game. They will face Arizona. Tip-off of that game is at 5 p.m.
Well, those games couldn't be any more different. Final score in game one was Arizona 82, Iowa State 80 on the game-winning jump shot by Jaden Bradley. And the final score in game two, it was Houston blowing out Kansas 69-47. Just a very ugly basketball game. Neither team played particularly well, but the Jayhawks, they were just downright horrendous. But we move on to the championship tomorrow. It'll feature the Wildcats of Arizona and the Cougars of Houston. Stay tuned. Let's have a fun day tomorrow.
Houston Cougars. At forward is 6'8" junior from Monroe, Louisiana, number 11, Joseph Tegler. At forward, a 6'11" freshman from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 5, Chris Sonette Jr. At forward, a 6'7" freshman from Munich, Germany, number 8, Ivan Karchenko. At forward, a 6'8" freshman from Chandler, Arizona, number 10, Koa Pete. Koa Pete. Koa Pete.
No shaking right there. So that's good.
He wants for Jane Bradley. From Karchenko.
I just have to email. Oh, he almost made me.
Chase Lenardi.
Houston's point guard seems
Anthony Delorso. Kingston Flemings. Mercy Miller and Joseph Tegler. Joseph Tegler, Allen Light District. right, fans, get on your feet. It's time for the sneaky jam.
I assume Vinny
Pasquantino.
Pasquatch is not an Italian citizen. He does not have dual citizenship, does he? How is he playing for Team Italy?
That's the end of the first half with the score, Arizona 44, Houston. Joseph Tuckler from Kingston Fleming. Elon Garchiga.
I've heard them chant U of A or something like that.
Ryan Burns.
Houston could use a 3 just to get it down to 2 possessions.
Joseph Tuckler.
Still a 3 possession game.
replacing Mo Rivas. Anthony Alonso in the game. Replacing Toby Awaka. Timeout Arizona. This is a 30-second timeout in the Wildcats fight. Number 11, Joseph Tucker. Once here, warming the final score, Arizona 79, Houston 74. The Wildcats are your 2026 Big 12 Tournament champions.
I know it was a marathon of an episode, but if you made it this far, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate that. Final score from the Big 12 title game was the Arizona Wildcats 79 and the Houston Cougars 74. It was a very good game. Congrats to U of A. They've got one hell of a team, and I think they'll put on a good show in the NCAA tournament. That will finally wrap things up for this episode. If you like what you saw, be sure to give this video a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you love sports video content as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching this episode of TST&T. Signing off at the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City. We'll see you next episode.